The sound is unmistakable, a raw, visceral scream tearing through the air. It's the sound of history, of rebellion, of automotive artistry pushed to its absolute limit. It's the sound of a Lamborghini Miura. But the Miura isn't just a car. It's a legend, a turning point, a symbol of a company's audacious ambition and its unwavering dedication to challenging the status quo. This is the story of how that legend was forged. Before the Miura, Lamborghini was a fledgling automaker, barely 3 years old, a defiant upstart founded by Ferruccio Lamborghini, a tractor magnate with a burning desire to prove Enzo Ferrari wrong. Lamborghini had owned Ferraris, but he found them too harsh, too uncompromising for the road. He believed he could build a better Grand Tourer, a car that blended performance and luxury. And so, Automotive Lamborghini was born. The early Lamborghini cars, the 350 GT and the 400 GT, were impressive machines, beautifully designed and meticulously engineered. They were a statement of intent, demonstrating Lamborghini's capabilities, but they were still, in essence, conventional front-engine Grand Tourers. Ferruccio Lamborghini, however, harbored a much more radical vision. He wanted to build a car that would shock the world, a car that would redefine the very notion of what a sports car could be. The seed of that vision was planted in the minds of 3 young, ambitious engineers: Gian Paolo Dallara, Paolo Stanzani, and Bob Wallace. Dallara, a brilliant chassis designer, had previously worked at Maserati. Stanzani, a meticulous engineer with a deep understanding of mechanical systems, was responsible for production and development. And Wallace, a New Zealander with a passion for motorsport, was the company's test driver. These 3, working largely in secret, began to develop a revolutionary concept: a mid-engine supercar. At the time, mid-engine layouts were almost exclusively the domain of racing cars. Putting such a configuration in a road car was considered radical, even reckless. Ferrari, for example, dismissed the idea as impractical for anything other than the track. But Dallara, Stanzani, and Wallace saw the potential of a mid-engine design to deliver unparalleled handling and performance. They worked evenings and weekends, largely hidden from Ferruccio Lamborghini's watchful eye. He was initially skeptical, seeing it as a potential distraction from their bread-and-butter GT cars. Their clandestine operation was a high-stakes gamble, one that could have cost them their jobs. At the heart of their design was a transversely mounted V12 engine. This was another bold decision. While Ferrari's V12s were longitudinally mounted, Dallara and Stanzani believed that a transverse layout would allow them to create a shorter, more compact car, improving its agility and responsiveness. The engine itself was a masterpiece, a lightweight, all-aluminum unit derived from the original 350 GT engine, but significantly upgraded and refined. The chassis was just as innovative. Dallara designed a lightweight pressed steel monocoque, a type of construction typically found only in racing cars. This provided exceptional rigidity and strength, contributing to the Miura's exceptional handling. The suspension was fully independent, with unequal-length wishbones and coil springs, further enhancing its handling prowess. As the project progressed, the engineers realized they needed a stunning body to clothe their revolutionary mechanicals. They turned to Bertone, one of Italy's leading design houses. Nuccio Bertone, the head of the company, assigned the task to a young, relatively unknown designer named Marcello Gandini. Gandini was only in his 20s at the time, but he possessed a rare talent for creating visually striking and aerodynamically efficient designs. He took the Miura project and ran with it, crafting a shape that was both beautiful and functional. The Miura's low-slung profile, its voluptuous curves, and its distinctive eyelash headlamp surrounds were unlike anything seen before. It was a design that captured the imagination of the world. Gandini's design wasn't just about aesthetics, it was also about aerodynamics. The Miura's shape was carefully sculpted to minimize drag and maximize downforce, contributing to its exceptional stability at high speeds. The car's body was also incredibly light, thanks to the extensive use of aluminum. The Miura was named after Don Eduardo Miura Fernandez, a famous Spanish breeder of fighting bulls. Ferruccio Lamborghini was an aficionado of bullfighting, and he named all of his cars after famous bulls or bull breeds. The name Miura perfectly captured the car's character: powerful, aggressive, and undeniably exotic. The prototype Miura, known as the P400, was unveiled at the 1966 Geneva Motor Show. It was an instant sensation. The crowds flocked to the Lamborghini stand, mesmerized by the car's stunning design and its revolutionary engineering. Even Enzo Ferrari was reportedly impressed, although he would never admit it publicly. Ferruccio Lamborghini, initially hesitant about the project, was now fully on board. He saw the potential of the Miura to elevate Lamborghini's image and to establish the company as a true force in the automotive world. Production of the Miura began later that year. The first production Miuras were powered by a 3.9-liter V12 engine producing 350 horsepower. This was enough to propel the car to a top speed of over 170 mph, making it one of the fastest cars in the world at the time. The Miura's performance was matched by its handling. The mid-engine layout and the sophisticated suspension gave the car exceptional balance and grip, making it a joy to drive on both the road and the track. The Miura was an instant success, attracting the attention of celebrities, racing drivers, and wealthy enthusiasts around the world. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and the Shah of Iran were among the car's early owners. The Miura became a symbol of wealth, success, and cutting-edge design. Despite its popularity, the Miura was not without its flaws. The early cars suffered from a number of reliability issues, particularly with the engine and the gearbox. The transversely mounted engine, while compact, proved to be difficult to service. The car's fuel tank was also located in an awkward position, behind the engine, which could lead to fuel vaporization problems in hot weather. Lamborghini addressed these issues with the introduction of the Miura P400S in 1968. The P400S featured a number of improvements, including more powerful engine, upgraded brakes, and improved interior trim. The engine now produced 370 horsepower, further enhancing the car's performance. The P400S also featured a number of subtle styling changes, including chrome trim around the windows and improved sound insulation. These changes made the car more refined and comfortable, without sacrificing its raw performance. In 1971, Lamborghini introduced the final iteration of the Miura, the P400 SV. This was the most powerful and refined version of the car, featuring a 385 horsepower engine, improved suspension, and wider tires. The SV also featured a number of cosmetic changes, including the removal of the eyelash headlamp surrounds, which were deemed unnecessary. The P400 SV was the ultimate expression of the Miura concept. It was faster, more refined, and more reliable than its predecessors. It was also the most expensive Miura, and only a limited number were produced. Despite its iconic status, the Miura was not a commercial success in the same way as, say, the Porsche 911. Production ended in 1973, with just over 760 cars built in total. However, the Miura's impact on the automotive world was immense. It established Lamborghini as a major player in the supercar market, and it paved the way for future mid-engine supercars, such as the Countach and the Diablo. The Miura was more than just a car, it was a statement. It was a statement that Lamborghini was not afraid to challenge the established order, that it was willing to take risks to push the boundaries of automotive design and engineering. It was a statement that Ferruccio Lamborghini's vision of building a better Grand Tourer had evolved into something far more revolutionary. The Miura also had a profound influence on automotive design. Its mid-engine layout and its sleek, aerodynamic body became the blueprint for future supercars. The Miura's design influenced not only Lamborghini's own cars, but also those of other manufacturers, including Ferrari, Maserati, and Porsche. The legacy of the Miura lives on today. The car is highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts around the world. Examples in pristine condition can fetch millions of dollars at auction. The Miura is not just a classic car. It is a piece of automotive history, a symbol of a bygone era of innovation and daring. Let's delve deeper into some specific details and facts surrounding the Lamborghini Miura. 20 facts, to be precise, that solidify its legendary status. Fact number 1. The Hoda was a one-off experimental Miura prepared by Bob Wallace. It was extensively modified for racing, with a lighter chassis, revised suspension, and a more powerful engine. While never officially raced by Lamborghini, it became a legend in its own right and inspired countless replicas. Sadly, the original Hoda was destroyed in an accident. Fact number 2. The Miura's transversely mounted engine configuration, while innovative, presented challenges in terms of weight distribution. The rearward bias, coupled with the relatively short wheelbase, could make the car tricky to handle at the limit. Experienced drivers, however, could exploit this characteristic to their advantage, using it to induce controlled oversteer. Fact number 3. The Miura's stunning Bertone designed body was not without its practical limitations. The low ground clearance made it susceptible to damage from speed bumps and potholes. The limited luggage space meant that it was not ideal for long journeys, despite its grand touring aspirations. Fact number 4. The Miura's iconic eyelash headlamp surrounds were initially intended to be functional, designed to help keep the headlamps clean. However, they proved to be largely ineffective in practice, and were eventually removed on the P400 SV model. Fact number 5. The Miura was featured in several films, including the 1969 film The Italian Job. The scene in which a Miura is driven through the Italian Alps is one of the most iconic moments in automotive cinema. Fact number 6. The Miura's name, while inspired by a fighting bull breed, also had a more personal connection to Ferruccio Lamborghini. He was a Taurus, and the Miura bull was known for its strength and aggression, qualities that Lamborghini admired. Fact number 7. The Miura's interior was surprisingly luxurious for a supercar of its era. It featured leather seats, a wood-rimmed steering wheel, and a full complement of instruments. The interior was also surprisingly spacious, despite the car's compact dimensions. Fact number 8. The Miura's engine was a masterpiece of engineering. The lightweight all-aluminum V12 featured 4 overhead camshafts, dry sump lubrication, and 6 Weber carburetors. It was a complex and sophisticated engine that delivered exceptional performance. Fact number 9. The Miura's chassis was just as impressive as its engine. The pressed steel monocoque provided exceptional rigidity and strength, contributing to the car's exceptional handling. The suspension was fully independent, with unequal-length wishbones and coil springs. Fact number 10. The Miura's brakes were initially criticized for being underpowered. The early cars featured relatively small disc brakes that struggled to cope with the car's high speeds. The brakes were upgraded on later models, but they remained a weak point. Fact number 11. The Miura was a relatively expensive car when new. In the late 1960s, it cost more than a Ferrari or a Porsche. However, its performance and exclusivity made it a desirable object for wealthy enthusiasts. Fact number 12. The Miura was produced in relatively small numbers. Only 764 examples were built between 1966 and 1973. This scarcity contributes to its high value today. Fact number 13. The Miura was a trendsetter. It popularized the mid-engine layout for road cars and paved the way for future supercars, such as the Lamborghini Countach and the Ferrari Berlinetta Boxer. Fact number 14. The Miura was a difficult car to drive, particularly for inexperienced drivers. Its twitchy handling and powerful engine required a high level of skill and concentration. Fact number 15. The Miura was a thirsty car. Its V12 engine consumed fuel at an alarming rate, particularly when driven hard. Fact number 16. The Miura was a complex car to maintain. Its intricate mechanicals required specialized knowledge and tools. Fact number 17. The Miura was a victim of its own success. Its popularity led to a surge in demand which Lamborghini struggled to meet. This resulted in long waiting lists and escalating prices. Fact number 18. The Miura was a car that divided opinion. Some people loved its striking design and exhilarating performance, while others criticized its impracticality and reliability issues. Fact number 19. The Miura was a car that changed the automotive landscape. It redefined the very notion of what a sports car could be and established Lamborghini as a force to be reckoned with. Fact number 20. The Miura remains an icon. It is one of the most beautiful and desirable cars ever made, a testament to the vision and skill of its creators. It represents a golden age of automotive design and engineering, a time when passion and innovation were paramount. The Miura's influence extends far beyond its production years. Modern Lamborghinis like the Aventador and Huracan owe a direct debt to the Miura's pioneering spirit. The mid-engine layout, the aggressive styling, the uncompromising performance, these are all elements that can be traced back to the original Miura. The restoration of Miuras is a specialized and painstaking process. Finding original parts can be a challenge, and skilled technicians are required to ensure that the cars are restored to their original condition. The value of a well-restored Miura can be astronomical, reflecting the car's rarity and desirability. The story of the Miura is also a story of collaboration. The partnership between Lamborghini, Bertone, and the team of talented engineers was crucial to the car's success. Each party brought their unique skills and expertise to the table, resulting in a truly remarkable achievement. The Miura's design was not just about aesthetics, it was also about functionality. The car's low-slung profile and aerodynamic shape helped to minimize drag and maximize downforce, contributing to its exceptional stability at high speeds. The Miura's engine was constantly being developed and improved throughout its production run. The later models, such as the P400S and the P400SV, featured more powerful engines, upgraded brakes, and improved suspension. The Miura was a car that was meant to be driven. While it is a valuable collector's item today, it was originally designed to be enjoyed on the open road. Its powerful engine, its responsive handling, and its comfortable interior made it a perfect grand tourer. The Miura's legacy extends beyond the automotive world. Its design has inspired artists, designers, and filmmakers. It is a symbol of beauty, power, and innovation. The Miura is a reminder that anything is possible with vision, determination, and a little bit of rebellion. It is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the pursuit of perfection. It is, quite simply, a legend. A legend that continues to inspire and captivate car enthusiasts around the world. It's a legend that was never truly intended to be, a happy accident born from the clandestine efforts of a few determined engineers, a gamble that paid off in automotive history. It's a story worth telling, worth remembering, and worth celebrating every time we hear that unmistakable scream of a Lamborghini Miura's V12 echoing through the decades.